Once upon a time, long before the ancient Hebrews and the Christians began to spin that tale about the whole apple eating incident, you know, the one that really pissed God off, so much so that he kicked Adam and Eve out of paradise and condemned humankind to suffer the punishment of death as a result? Geez, what a grump. Well, long before that messy business, the apple was once revered throughout the entire ancient Indo-European world. Yes, Eve's fruit of knowledge was once the goddess's sacred heart of immortality. Why? Well, apparently when you cut an apple in half perpendicular to the core, you get this magical pentacle. Ooh, ah, which symbolized the goddess's sacred heart, necessary for transformation and resurrection. Of course, I also have to think that the ancients were just really hip to the fact that apples were good to eat. You know that tale about Avalon? You remember Avalon of ancient Celtic and Arthurian legends and that really groovy Roxy music tune back in the 80s? Yes, well, Avalon meant Apple Land, where the Irish kings would go to receive the apples of immortality from the goddess Morgan. The ancient Scandinavians also believed apples essential for resurrection. So they placed vessels of apples on graves. The Norse goddess Idun also had a magical apple land where the gods would come to receive her fruit to keep them deathless. And from ancient Greek lore, the great mother goddess Hera also had a magic apple garden where the tree of life was guarded by the sacred serpent. Even the Romans purportedly ate apples after every meal. Their goddess Pomona was the apple mother, the goddess of all fruition, which is why some people think that the ancient Hebrews and Christians eventually put a bad spin on apples because they were liked by the Romans and pagans who were enemies of the Jews and the Christians. Yet, that ancient wives' tale still remains to this day. You know, the one about how an apple a day keeps the doctor away.